Good morning and welcome to Fast Horses Today. Today is Friday. It is the last day of the month of January. It's January 31st, and it's the start of the race week over in Southern California at Santa Anita. So I know Santa Anita got some rain last weekend, which was definitely needed, and I hope it helped the folks out there who are dealing with the wildfires, and hopefully that rain provided some relief, but did not create problems with mudslides. So still thinking about you folks there in Southern California and praying for you and giving you best wishes. So let's get started today with racing over at Santa Anita. I'm going to skip over the first few races, and I'm going to go with the late pick 5, which starts in the fifth race. Fifth race has approximate post time of 2:34 there Pacific time, so 4:34 here in the Central Time Zone. Fifth race being a 6.5 flat grass event, and it's a first level allowance race for fillies and mares, Calbreds. It seems to be, I'm guessing the Santa Anita horse population probably has more fillies and mares. Seems like a lot of races for fillies and mares over there, and that's probably more of a majority of their horse population are the girls. So in this fifth race, which is the first leg of the late pick 5, I do have a single and I do have a win bet here to try to get things started. That would be the one horse, who is Ms. Club Cali, for Antonio Garcia and Armando Ayuso. Now Garcia, I know Garcia is a good trainer. He had a nice year back in 24. I see he's come off to a pretty slow start here at Santa Anita. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. I know he's a much more capable guy than what his record looks like. So I'm hoping that, looks like he's got a couple horses today that are pretty live, and he'll probably get the barn going. But I do like Ms. Club Cali. That's the one horse. She's 4-1 today. I really like her last two races. And, Ms. Club Cali has shown some versatility, having won on the dirt and the turf. And, her last two races shows her versatility. She ended up winning a nice sprint race over at Del Mar, 6 furlong sprint race, with a pretty nice speed figure, and ended up beating, some nice horses there as well. So you might say, well, what does that have to do with today being a turf race? Well, she does have a good turf record. She followed that race up with a nice mile race over at Santa Anita, in a same level allowance race here. She ended up coming fourth here. She took the lead into the stretch and then just got passed by a couple going a mile. So I think the shortening up here to 6.5 really should do this girl well. The one hole is just kind of average in my opinion in these kind of races, but here's why I think she's going to benefit. It looks like the 2 and the 3, and there's another horse out there too. It shows some speed. They might get out there kind of fast and create some room for Ms. Club Cali, where I also can just figure out a trip, and I think this horse can finish up strong here. So I do like Ms. Club Cali. I'm going to start her off with a single here in the pick 5, and I'm going to make a win bet on the one horse, Ms. Club Cali. All right, now let's go over to the next race of the day. Next race being the sixth race. Sixth race is a condition claimer. This is a $16,000 claimer, non-winner of 2 in their lifetime. And these horses are going a mile in the dirt. And, in these lower level races, there's not a whole lot of chaos that happens. Seems like, the shorter prices do seem to run well in these races. And, I just don't have a strong opinion, so I'm putting several. I'm putting several here just to, kind of survive in advance. Because, like I said, I don't have a strong opinion. But having a single to start, and I've got some, more narrowed down picks later on today. In the sixth race, we're going to go with the 1, Pete's Old Fashioned for Steve Knapp, Tyler Bays. This horse has been, running with this level, running even races, maybe the one hole. Tyler Bays certainly knows how to ride the rail pretty well, I think. So Pete's Old Fashioned could be a factor here at 5-1. I'm also going to put the 2, Damasio, for Jeff Mullins. And Mullins puts the apprentice Carmona on the horse. Now, I don't recall Carmona riding too much for Mullins, but, maybe he figures that 5-pound weight break could help. This horse coming off a couple month layoff, but Mullins has been doing everything right here at the Santa Anita meet. He's winning at a big clip, and it's tough to take out a Mullins horse. So we'll put the 2, Damasio. Then we're going to go with the 7 being Be Punctual, Edward Freeman, Kyle Frey. Frey's been on this horse a couple times in his last 2 starts, both at miles and at dirt, once at Los Al and once here at Santa Anita. Horse ran with a couple of these, even race last time, ran with Pete's Old Fashioned, came third there. So this horse certainly could be a factor here. And then finally going to put the 8. Well, I'm sorry, going to put the 8, and then I've also got the also eligible. 8 being Smoke 'em EZ, which is the program favorite. is for Lorenzo Campuzano, and Aguilar gets the ride here. Now, this horse been running with a little bit better, so, the drop to 16 could certainly make this horse faster. And then we will put the 11, who's on the also eligible list, so, watch when scratches happen. We'll see if Bowtie Boys does draw in. If Bowtie Boys does draw in, we're going to put him in there. This horse out of the Yachteen barn, Antonio Fresu takes call 7-2. Not that this horse, I'm not going to sit here and speak so highly of him. He's just, kind of this belongs in this level of race. But, Fresu could make it happen here. We'll see if Bowtie Boys draws in, and we'll put the horse in there. So we've got the 1, 2, 7, 8, 11. All right, let's move over to the 7th race of the day. 7th race being a mile on the grass, and this is for first level Calbred allowance horses as well. Also, fillies and mares are running a mile here. And I've got 2 horses here that I'm going to put in. I think it really just this race is gets narrowed down to these 2 horses. I'm going to put the 5 Ultimate High for Carla Gaines. Rispoli takes the call. Now, this girl, she's been, knocking around the Southern California turf circuit for a few years now, and she definitely has put up some nice efforts and won races. She's done well at Santa Anita with a couple of her wins being at the Santa Anita grass course. Certainly has run with better. I mean, when you go back to 23, this girl got beat by Anisette on the wire, where she was actually favored over Anisette, if you can believe that. And, Anisette turned out to be the queen of the grass there in Southern California. So, Ultimate High has, like I said, knocked around with this level, has run with better. She ends up qualifying for this race because Carla Gaines is putting her in for the 20,000 tax. So, Carla's saying, come on and get her. So we'll see if there are any takers there for Ultimate High at 5-2. Rispoli takes the call. We're going to put her in. And then I'm going to put the 9 horse, who is Sansi Pransalot, for Phil D'Amato, Frankie Dettori. Nice to see Frankie back there riding. He's got several rides today over at Santa Anita. Now, this horse, she's not as experienced as some of these others, but she's certainly shown a lot of ability. And, she shows a nice race last time, having gotten beat near the wire there. Kyle Frey was on the horse that day. Frankie takes the call. I expect a much improved effort for Frankie Dettori. He's 3-1. Dettori has certainly done good work for Phil D'Amato. So we're going to put the 5 and the 9 there in the 7th race. Let's go to the 8th race of the day. 8th race is 6.5 dirt sprint. This is for first level allowance horses. These are open allowance horses. And, some nice horses here, for this allowance field. I'm going to put 2 horses in. I know that there might be, a lot of folks singling the 7, but I'm going to put the 2 Tessuto, George Papapadromo, Frankie Dettori. Papapadromo barn has been kind of heating up lately. So when that happens, you got to look out. They seem to all get hot at the same time, and they get all cold at the same time. So, you can make of that what you will. But Tessuto, I think, comes in off a nice race, big speed figure. I think Frankie Dettori's got some live ones today. This could be one of them. That's the 2 Tessuto. And then we're going to put the 7, who is March of Time, for Bob Baffert. And this horse is 6-5 in the program, so no secret here. And this is a 4-year-old. This horse is related to some nice horses, including Bodemeister. So, I know there was a lot of hope for this horse. This horse having 2 career starts. First one was over at Los Al back in December of 23. Horse ended up finishing second. Something must have went amiss because we didn't see the horse until a year later. He ended up running a couple weeks back when towards the opening of the Santa Anita meet. Ended up breaking his maiden with flying colors. I mean, just certainly a big race, big speed figure. Probably bigger expectations for this horse, but they'll start him out here in this allowance race. So we'll put the 2 and the 7 here for pick 5 purposes. All right, now let's move over to the last race of the day. Last race of the day being the 9th race. 9th race is starter allowance here, and this is a starter allowance for non-winner of 3. So, they've got 2 different conditions there in their starter allowance. This is a non-winner of 3 starter allowance. They're running on the mile on the grass in this 9th race here. They got a full field. I'm going to put 4 horses in here. I'm hoping the pick 5 ticket is live, maybe with a couple prices, maybe beating a couple favorites there and having 4 horses here to pay off. I'm going to put the 2 Promisio for Doug O'Neill. This horse certainly has liked the Santa Anita grass, having done all of his damage there, winning 2 races there, which that's his career total is 2 wins. So that's both on the Santa Anita grass. Fresu has ridden this horse well before. I remember catching this horse last year towards the summer. Was a long shot that day and ended up making a good day with Promisio. But this horse I feel has been running with better. And, this drop into the starter allowance could make this horse much faster here. The 2-hole, Fresu should work out a trip. He certainly knows what to do on the grass there. So we'll go with the 2 Promisio. Going to also go with the 3 Presider. Presider out of the Timyak Teen Barn. This horse has been running in the starter level conditions. Last couple races were certainly nice races with a second beaten ahead and then a win off the last. Good speed figures here. Rispoli takes the call again. He seems to have the keys to this horse. This horse is 7-2. But again, it's tough to single in on a horse in these starter allowance races. These horses don't seem to put together winning streaks, but certainly could win here with the right trip and the right ride. So we'll put the 3 Presider in here. Then I'm going to put the 7 horse. 7 horse being Zalamo for Leonard Powell. Frankie Dettori. As I mentioned, looks like Frankie's got some live ones here. Now, Zalamo has been running in these starter allowance races in his last 3 starts, and running good races, coming second a couple times, and then a fourth. We got to wonder. I don't know. This horse has had 4 starts over the Santa Anita grass in 3 seconds, so I don't know if you could say the horse likes it or doesn't like it. We'll give this horse a shot today. Certainly with Frankie Dettori, he's going to improve every horse he gets on. The horse is 5-2. We'll put Zalamo in here, and then finally we're going to put the 8, who is Rastaman Vibe for Peter Urton and Juan Hernandez. And Rastaman Vibe had also been running with Better back in the summertime and, giving a good account of himself too. So, this horse, it looks, to me being 0 for 9 with 3/3, I don't know if this horse does like it in Arcadia on the grass, but, in this field, certainly fits the conditions, has run, some nice races in the starter level. But as I mentioned, these starter allowance horses are tough to gauge because they don't put together winning streaks. But, 3-1, Juan Hernandez, we'll put Rastaman Vibe here. So for the pick 4 purposes, we've got the 2, 3, 7, and 8. All right, now let's recap the day and recap the tickets. Okay, so to recap today, Friday, we've got a couple bets here. We got the late pick 5, which starts in the 5th race. We're going to single the 1 Ms. Club Cali and put a win bet on her. And then in the pick 5, so we got the single of the 1 with the 1, 2, 7, 8, 11, with the 5, 9, with the 2, 7, with the 2, 3, 7, 8. Now that pick 5 today costs $40. If all the horses are running there, we don't have scratches, it'll be a $40 ticket. I don't know that this pick 5 will generate a huge payoff today with some of the horses that are running, so I think $40 seems to be worth it. If you feel like betting as is, please do so. I wish you luck. If you want to add or subtract, you do what's right for you. If you want to play the pick 4 within it or play the pick 3s within it, you got to do what fits well for you today. So as always, I wish you the best of luck. Let's wish the folks over there at Santa Anita a great, safe day of racing and great trips, great trips and great luck for us here. Thank you so much for watching Fast Horses today. As always, I ask you to do me a favor, hit the subscribe button for me. I do appreciate we've gotten several new subscribers over the last week, so appreciate that, and I appreciate all of our subscribers. So as always, make comments, like, dislike, say what you have to say. Would love to hear from you and create a discussion. Let's make it a great day at Santa Anita on Friday, the great race place, and we'll see you this weekend.